What if the hero you trusted was a fraud? What if the savior of humanity wasn't even human? In Terminator Salvation, the battle between man and machine takes a shocking turn. But is this the story we deserved, or the one Hollywood forced on us? Buckle up, because we're diving into the untold controversies and mind-blowing twists of a movie that left fans divided to this day. We start with Marcus Wright, a murderer on death row. His final act, donating his body to Cyberdyne Systems. Sounds noble, right? Wrong. This is where the manipulation begins. Cyberdyne didn't just save Marcus. They turned him into a weapon, a pawn in Skynet's master plan. Here's the real question. Did Marcus ever have a choice, or was his redemption just another Skynet illusion? John Connor, the so-called leader of humanity, launches a raid on a Skynet facility. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Connor's obsession with his destiny. Is he truly the leader humanity needs, or is he blinded by his own legend? When Connor discovers the T-800 prototype, it's clear the machines are evolving. But is Connor evolving too, or is he stuck fighting a war that's already lost? Marcus wakes up in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, confused and alone. But here's the kicker. He doesn't know he's part machine. Skynet has played the ultimate trick, embedding their weapon in human skin. The irony. Marcus shows more humanity than most of the actual humans in this film. So who's really the villain here? Marcus, Skynet, or the Resistance for refusing to trust him? Kyle Reese, young, scrappy, and the future father of John Connor, teams up with Marcus. But let's get real. Kyle's fate feels more like a plot device than a meaningful arc. Is Kyle just a pawn in Connor's story? Or does his survival truly matter? And why does Marcus, a supposed stranger, care so much about protecting him? Could it be that Marcus is more human than the Resistance wants to admit? Here's where the cracks in Connor's leadership really show. He sends out a desperate broadcast to rally humanity. But is it courage or desperation? And let's not ignore the glaring problem. If Connor knows Kyle Reese is critical to the future, why does he risk everything instead of focusing on the bigger picture? Is Connor's obsession with the timeline making him reckless? Or is he just another flawed hero trying to play God? The moment Marcus is exposed as a machine is the turning point of the film, and the most controversial. The Resistance treats him like a traitor. But let's be honest, Marcus didn't choose this. He didn't sign up to be Skynet's puppet. So here's the debate. Does Marcus's machine body erase his humanity? Or is the Resistance just too blinded by fear to see the truth? The assault on Skynet's headquarters is epic, but also raises serious questions. Why does the Resistance rely on Marcus to infiltrate Skynet? If they don't trust him, why risk everything on his help? And let's not forget, Skynet created Marcus to destroy the Resistance from within. Did they underestimate their own creation? Or was this all part of a deeper plan? Was Marcus ever truly free? And then we get to the big moment. Marcus sacrifices himself to save John Connor. But let's unpack this. Marcus gives up his heart, literally, for a man who treated him like a ticking time bomb. Is this selflessness, or is it Marcus's programming kicking in? Did Marcus truly choose this, or was his entire arc just another layer of Skynet's manipulation? And if he's a machine, does his sacrifice even count? John Connor survives, thanks to Marcus's sacrifice. But let's not forget the cost. The Resistance loses a potential ally who could have turned the tide of the war. Connor gives a speech about hope and humanity, but it rings hollow. Was Marcus's death really necessary? Or was it just a convenient way to tie up loose ends? And here's the real controversy. Did Connor deserve to live at all? The final scene shows Connor leading the resistance into the next phase of the war. But here's the bitter truth. Nothing has changed. Skynet is still evolving, the resistance is still outgunned, and the timeline is still hanging by a thread. So what's the point? Did Marcus's sacrifice even matter? Or was it just another tragic footnote in a war that humanity might already have lost? And now, it's time for you to weigh in. Was Marcus Wright a hero? Or was he just a tool of Skynet? Is John Connor the savior humanity needs? Or is he a flawed leader clinging to a prophecy? And most importantly, does Terminator Salvation expose the deep,